And by amazing, I mean shocking.
Bored in the house and I'm in the house. Bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house. Bored.
That's a fact. Hi guys, it's Bess. Welcome back, welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's video, I'm super excited, like always, because today I'll be telling you guys some things that I've learned in quarantine. Little habits that I want to keep doing and things that I've just seen along the way. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe down below, the red button. And comment and like, and let me know what you think. What's your favorite thing being in quarantine? Let's get started. Today's beverage is alcoholic. Vicky made this, I think she called it like a sunset something. It has a lemon and a cherry. And I put like some sour Skittles in there. Like they were releases and I just like grabbed them and put them in there. That's what I'm drinking today. And if you guys are wondering what's on my finger, Vicky stabbed me with a lead pencil. I haven't forgiven her yet, but she did a bad thing. She behaved so bad. She's so bad. So if you guys been following me for a while, you guys know that waking up just isn't my thing. I'm always late to work and late to school. Not proud of it. The first habit that I've tried this quarantine, and I think that it's really helped me a lot, is realizing that early bird really does get the worm. With me waking up early, I've been able to do a whole bunch of schoolwork because I'm still in school. It ends this week on the 14th. Waking up early has given me such an advantage because I'm able to get work done, really schedule things out. You guys know I'm obsessed with my planner. So I have each hour of the day with what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, goals for the day. Also, we're stuck at home the entire day. So if you live with your family, you know they're all you see all day. Being able to wake up a little bit earlier before everybody else wakes up is amazing because you have time to yourself. You have time to think. You have time to just take a breather. So I just think it's amazing being able to just wake up and kind of do your own thing. Find your own rhythm of the day. Early bird gets the worm is my first thing that I've learned in quarantine. Number two, might trigger some of you guys. I know it's going to trigger my sister. I realized just because you have money doesn't mean you should spend it. Since we're stuck in the house all day, it's easy for you to be like, let me order something off Amazon. If it's not for like a business purpose or like a project you're working on, I don't find the need of buying random things on Amazon if you don't need it. Vicky goes, she's looking at candles. She want to get my parents an edible arrangement randomly. Literally nothing is guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen with your job or something tomorrow. So if you don't need to buy that, don't buy it because you're just wasting money for no reason. Like my bank account has stayed on the same numbers for weeks. The only thing I'm really spending money on is on groceries and things like that. Unless it's necessary, try to like not spend money on bullshit. Number three is something that I've been talking to my friends about. Your mind could take you places if you let it. You know, we're stuck in the house all day.
Bored in the house and I'm in the house. Bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house. Bored.
We can't go outside. So our minds are left to do the wondering. So if you leave your mind to wonder and wonder, it's gonna wonder and it's gonna get to bad thoughts and it's gonna get to negative thoughts. And things you don't necessarily always feel are gonna surface because your mind is just free to do whatever it wants. So I think it's really important to just learn how to silence your mind and to train it to not go to those dark places. Because if you let it, it will. Your mind could be your best friend or your mind could be your little enemy. I feel the best thing to do is meditate. There's amazing apps. I'll link some down below. There's amazing YouTube videos. I'll link those down below. There's amazing resources that help you clear your mind and help you think more clearly. Also, something as simple as opening a window to get some fresh air in or to just take time out to walk, not next to people, but walk outside and see like, oh, let me walk around the park and like nobody's here. Great. Stuff like that. It's amazing to just sit in silence as well. Like I mentioned in one of the first tips, sitting down and just taking time to yourself and really thinking like, damn, I'm me. This is me. I'm me. My mom is also really into yoga, and I think journaling is also a great way to really get your mind thinking positively and not go to negative places. This brings me to my next point. It's important to give yourself a quarantine routine. It's important to feel relaxed, of course, but it's also important to feel productive. Things you could do to help yourself feel productive is giving yourself a time to wake up and a time to go to sleep. This gives you something to look forward to in the morning, even if you're not working, even if you don't have any projects going on right now. You can still feel relaxed and still be productive at the same time. It's also important to give yourself small goals. It could be something as simple as wake up, eat, do 10 push-ups. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. It doesn't have to be anything out of this world, but just something to make you feel like, yeah, I did that. Some things you just push you throughout the day, because if you're just like, oh, tomorrow's like a regular day, like any day, and you're just sitting on your couch all day, which I do sometimes, that's not really gonna be that helpful. It's important to give yourself routines, make yourself feel like you're a little bit productive, to spice things up and to have a little bit more fun, even if you're just at home. My sister works from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. and her job is like really difficult. It has like a whole bunch of numbers. I don't know what it is. And just working all day makes her feel like she's not being that productive. So after she's done with her work at 5 p.m., she goes straight to the kitchen and she makes alcoholic beverages. She makes donuts. She makes fried Oreos. She makes a different drink like every day. And her just being creative in the kitchen makes her feel like she's doing something other than just working and sleeping all day. So it's really important to just give yourself a routine, even if it's something small. The small things lead to bigger things, so start with the small things. Number 5 is we're constantly in a hamster wheel of life, going from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. Sometimes we don't even take the moment to be like, damn, did I eat today? We're constantly in a little ball, a hamster ball. Before we know it, 5 years has passed and you're still doing the same thing and you haven't even realized what's your real passion in life. It's important to just sit with yourself and really ask yourself certain questions to get to know yourself a little bit better. For example, a good question to ask yourself to start would be, if money wasn't a factor, what would I be doing? I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, what would I be doing? Asking yourself these questions is really important because you get to know yourself more. You get to know what is it that you really want to do? What are your passions? A big indicator of what your passion may be is something that you think about constantly. Is there something that's in your mind all the time that you're like, damn, if blank, I would blank. Don't wait for the first blank to get started for you to do what you want to do. We have all the time in the world. I saw a quote about quarantine that said like, oh, if you didn't complete your goals in this quarantine, then time is not your problem, discipline is. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's a fact. Ask yourself these little important questions like, what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this right now? For example, something I've constantly thought about was my YouTube channel. I would always think, oh, when this, I'll do a YouTube channel, or when I have that, I'll do a YouTube channel, or I don't have the space in my house to have a YouTube channel. Oh my God, my room is this and that. It doesn't matter. Get a backdrop, get a light, and film it. Do it. Time is limited and it's important to go for your passions. And being in quarantine has taught me that we have time. We have time. We made it. We made time. So it's important to just really think about your goals and what is it you want to do? What is your passion? It doesn't have to be a full out plan of I'm going to be the next Google. No. You could just start with something small like I like to draw. Draw Mickey Mouses every day. Next thing you know, you're working for Disney. Simple. Just like you're learning yourself, learn those around you. As we get older, we think we know people because we're related to them. We've been with them for years. We know them. But that's BS. The truth is, people change. I could be one person today and be a completely different person tomorrow. Shit, I could be a different person in 2 minutes if I want to. I think it's really important to relearn people that you know, relearn those around you. Appreciate them and get to know them for what they are today, not what you know them as, not for what you know them to do for a couple of years. Who are they today? What are they into today? What makes them different now than before? People change and you think because they may look the same that they're still the same, but that's not a fact. People who have known me in 2018 do not know me now. I'm a completely different person, just like you're a different person. So get to know them for now, appreciate these people for now, and see what their interests are now. Being in quarantine, my parents, Vicky and I, and my grandma and my little sister have gotten so much closer. We fight all the time. Like, I think I'm beefing with my grandma, but I'm not sure. Being in quarantine, we found things that we're into. For example, Vicky makes alcoholic beverages every single day. She tries something new every day to keep herself creative. And we have fun being creative with her. Salute. We have watched movies together while we're drinking these little fancy drinks. My parents have been telling us stories about when they were young and what they used to do and like all these stories. We've heard them before, but she's having fun telling them. So we're letting her say it again. We're able to see different sides of each other that if quarantine didn't happen, we probably would have never seen of each other. Me and Vicky, I'm 20, Vicky's about to be 24. My parents don't know us the way they've known younger us. So they're getting to know what we like to drink, what we like to do, what we like. And that's something I'm really thankful to quarantine for, because considering the fact that Vicky and I were planning on moving out pretty soon, and we've never had so much quality time as we're having now. So everything happens for a reason. God always has a plan. So this time is a great time to just relearn those around you. Get to know what they like and appreciate them for who they are today. Number 7 is fun doesn't always mean getting lit. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in the going out and the getting lit and the getting dressed and not coming home till like 5 in the morning. And that's fun for a while, but that's not fun when that's the only definition of fun that there is. And I'm thankful for this little time we have in quarantine to teach us that there's different ways to have fun. It doesn't always have to be getting lit. Look, you could get lit right now with alcoholic beverages. There's so many ways to have fun, making drinks, watching movies, playing games, talking, gossiping with your 6-year-old little sister. There's a whole bunch of ways to have fun that don't always have to include a whole bunch of paying for different Ubers and going from one location to another location, going to another location, to another location, and 4 in the morning, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. There's different types of fun, and I appreciate that quarantine has taught me that. My little sister really likes to play games. She has a whole bunch of TVs she could watch. She has a whole bunch of phones she could use. She has a whole tablet she could use. My computer, Vicky's computer. She has so many things she could use. But what would she rather do? She'd rather play with Barbies, find an inflatable bed and jump on it. She wants to do things like that. So if doing that is gonna make her happy and it's gonna count as exercise for me, then I'm with it. There's so many different ways to have fun. Last but not least, quarantine has shown me we have to slow down. We make plans and we plan and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do the other. But ultimately, God decides. He decides what we're doing, what we're not gonna do. It's crazy, but it's a reality. And if you don't believe in God, the universe decides what we're doing. So many trips were planned and so many things were gonna happen this year. And look,
we bored in the house, coming in the house bored.
It's just amazing to see how fast things can change, how fragile life is. And by amazing, I mean shocking. But life is so fragile, and this time we're having now is probably not one we're gonna see again. Hopefully not. But when this is all over, I want to continue waking up early, making money conscious decisions, looking for different ways to have fun that don't include breaking night. I want to keep learning myself and learning my family. So those are some things I learned from quarantine. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think down below. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.